Welcome dear student and Jai Swaminarayan. Today in this video we will discuss the vector product, or we can say that the cross multiplication of the two vectors and its property. Dear student, in the chapter number 6 we discussed about a multiplication of two vectors. There are two types of the multiplication. First one is the scalar multiplication and second one is the vector multiplication. Scalar multiplication we were discussed in the chapter number 6, right? Now in this chapter we will discuss about the vector multiplication, right? So first of all, what do you mean by the vector multiplication? As in the scalar multiplication, we were discussed in the chapter number 6. So dear student, if you don't know what do you mean by the scalar multiplication, see the video 1 of the chapter number 6, right? What do you mean by the scalar multiplication? When the two vector is multiplied and the result is obtained in the form of the scalar, the multiplication is called the scalar multiplication, right? So the scalar multiplication, in the scalar multiplication, the resultant of the two vector is a scalar form. The scalar multiplication is represented by dot between the two vector, right? So it is also called the dot product, right? Now what do you mean by the vector multiplication? So vector multiplication, what do you mean by the vector multiplication? When we multiply a two vector and the result is obtained in the form of the vector, right? The multiplication is called the vector multiplication. So dear student, vector multiplication is defined as if we multiply a two vector and the resultant is a vector form, then the multiplication is called the vector multiplication. So the result of the two vectors are in the form of the vector. So it has a magnitude and the direction. Here dear student, the vector multiplication between the two vectors is denoted by a cross between the two vectors. So it is also called the cross product or the vector product. So dear student, in this video we will discuss about the vector product, or we can say that the vector multiplication of the two vector, how the vector multiplication done, right? What are its properties same as in the scalar multiplication. So let us start with the first point, that is the cross product of the two vector, or we can say that the vector product of the two vector, right? So the vector product of, or a cross product of two vectors, vector A and vector B, is another vector C, right? Whose magnitude is equal to the product of the magnitude of two vectors and the sine of the smaller angle between them, right? So here the vector product or the cross product of two vectors A and B is equal to the product of the magnitude of two vectors and the sine of the smaller angle between them, or we can say that the sine of the angle between them, right? So simply we can define the cross product or a vector product like this: the vector product or a cross product of two vectors A and B is equal to the product of magnitude of two vectors and the sine of the angle between them. Or we can define like this also: the if the product of two vectors gives the resultant vector quantity, then this product is called the vector product, or we can say that the cross product, right? Suppose we consider a two vectors, suppose two vectors A and B, and the angle between two vectors is the theta, right? Suppose we can say that vector A has a magnitude mode of A, vector B has a magnitude mode of B, and angle between these two vector is a theta. The vector product is of the two vector A and vector B is denoted by A cross B, right? So here A cross B, that means the vector multiplication of the two vector, right? A dot B, that is a scalar multiplication of the two vector. So here dear student, dot and cross both are a two different multiplication regarding the vector algebra, right? So in the vector algebra we take a dot for the scalar multiplication, and we take a cross for the vector multiplication, right? So here the vector product of the two vector a and b is denoted by a cross b, and it is defined as the product of the magnitude of both the vector. So we can say that the magnitude of vector a, magnitude of vector b, and sine of the angle between them. So sine theta, right? And the direction of, so here the result of the vector product of a and b is a vector quantity. So the direction of the vector product of vector a and vector b is in the direction of the n cap. Or we can write like this also, a cross b is equal to ab sine theta. Dot product, you know or not, a dot b is defined as the ab cos theta, and the a dot b is a scalar quantity, so direction is not required. Similarly here, a cross b is a vector quantity, and a cross b is equal to ab sine theta, right? And the direction of the a cross b is in the direction of the n cap, where n cap is the unit vector perpendicular to the plane of a formed by a vector a and vector b. Suppose we consider the plane formed by the vector a and vector b is in xy plane. So the direction of the a cross b is perpendicular to both the axis x and y, that is the z axis, right? So understand, dear student. So here the direction of the vector product of two vector is in the direction perpendicular to the both the vector. Suppose we consider that here the vector a cross vector b is equal to magnitude of vector a, magnitude of vector b, and angle sine of the angle between them. But here if we consider the vector a is in x direction, vector b is in the y direction. So the direction of the vector a and a cross b is perpendicular to the both x and y, that is in the z direction, right? So here n cap is the unit vector perpendicular to the plane formed by the vector a and vector b. So dear student, remember that the direction of the vector product a cross b is perpendicular to the vector a and vector b, right? Now dear student, how we can find the direction of the vector product a cross b? The direction of the vector multiplication of a cross b, or we can say that the vector product of a cross b is found with the help of the right hand screw rule, and it is in the direction perpendicular to the plane formed by the both the vector. So dear student, what is the right hand screw rule for the finding the direction of the a cross b? So second question is that explain the right hand screw rule for determining the direction of the vector multiplication of two vector, right? So right hand screw rule states that if a right handed screw placed with its axis perpendicular to the plane containing the two vectors is rotated from a vector a to the direction of vector b through a smaller angle, then the sense of the advancement of the tip of the screw gives the direction of a cross b. Here dear student, we consider the vector a and vector b is in this direction, like see the figure I show in the figure. Consider the vector a and vector b is in this direction, right? And the angle between these two vectors is the theta. Now what is the right hand screw rule? So here place a screw perpendicular to the both the vector, perpendicular to the plane containing the vector a and vector b, like this, right? And if you move the screw in the direction of vector a to vector b, right, the movement of the tip of the screw gives the direction of the a cross b. Suppose here screw is moved from in the direction of a cross b, right? From a to b, the screw moves in the upward direction, right? So the direction of the a cross b is in the upward direction, right? So but if you move the screw from b to a, right, the screw moves in the downward direction. So direction of the b cross a is the in the downward direction, right? So understand here student. So screw is rotated in such a way that the direction of the tip advancement in the direction of the C, that is the A cross B. So the advancement of the tip of the screw is in the direction of the A cross B, right? If the screw is rotated anti-clockwise, the direction of the C is negative, and if rotates clockwise, the direction of the C will be positive. So understand here student, if we rotate the screw as shown in this figure, if you rotate a screw anti-clockwise, it is in the direction upward, right? That is the direction of the positive C. But if you rotate the screw clockwise, it is move in the downward direction, that is the direction of the B cross A. So dear student, remember one thing, if you rotate a screw, so first of all, place a screw perpendicular to the plane containing vector A and vector B, right? Now, if you rotate the screw from A to B, right? From A to B, the direction of the movement of the tip of the screw is considered a direction of A cross B. And if you rotate a screw from B to A in the direction of the B to A, the movement of the top of the screw is in the downward direction, or the movement of the tip of the screw is in the downward direction. That is the direction of the B cross A. So dear student, here the A cross B, the direction of the A cross B and the direction of the B cross A are not same, right? It is in the opposite direction. So if you consider the direction of the A cross B is in the direction of the C, right? The direction of the B cross A is in the direction of the negative of C, that is the opposite of the vector C, right? So what understand what is the right hand screw rule for the finding the direction of the vector product or finding the direction of the A cross B. And from this we can say that the A cross B, the direction of the A cross B and the direction of B cross A are not same. So we cannot write the A cross B is equal to B cross A. That is the first property of the vector product. So dear student, let us see the some properties of the vector product. So dear student, first property of the vector product, as we explained earlier, the vector product of the two vector is not a commutative. That means the vector product of vector A and vector B, for a two vector, vector A and vector B, A cross B is not equal to B cross A, right? So here the A cross B is not, we cannot write the A cross B is equal to B cross A. Similarly, the scalar product of the two vector is a commutative. We can write a dot B is equal to B dot A. Value of the A dot B and the value of B dot A are same, right? But here the vector product of the two vector is not a commutative, right? So we cannot write the A cross B is equal to, is not equal to B cross A. But the magnitude of A cross B and the magnitude of B cross A, here the magnitude of vector A cross B and magnitude of the vector B cross A are same. So dear student, here the vector product of magnitude of the vector product of A cross B, magnitude of A cross B and magnitude of B cross A are same. So A cross B and B cross A having the same magnitude, but it will in the opposite direction. So the direction of the A cross B and the direction of the B cross A is exactly opposite, right? Having the same magnitude. So here dear student, the A cross B and B cross A vector, the vector A cross B and vector B cross A both having the same magnitude but in the opposite direction. So we can write the vector A cross B is equal to minus vector B cross A. So understand dear student, first property of the vector product of the two vectors are not commutative. So now dear students, second property, if the two vectors are parallel or anti-parallel. Dear student, we know that if the two vectors are parallel, the angle between two vectors is a theta is equal to 0. And if the two vectors are anti-parallel, the angle between two vectors is a theta is equal to 180. Right? So in the both the case, if the two vectors are parallel or anti-parallel, the vector product of these two vectors, right? A cross B is equal to AB sine theta. Here we take the theta is equal to 0, right? Theta equal to 0, sine 0 is a 0. Theta is equal to 180, sine 180 is also 0, right? So the vector product of the two parallel vectors or a anti-parallel vectors is always 0. So dear student, remember this point. The vector product of the two parallel vector or a anti-parallel vector is always 0. So dear student, if you find a vector product of the two vector A cross B, vector multiplication of the two vector A cross B, and the answer is 0, we can say that the two vectors are a parallel vectors, right? Third property is the if the two vectors, vector A and vector B are a perpendicular, right? Vector A perpendicular to vector B, the angle between these two vectors are a 90, right? So theta is equal to 90. So we can get the A cross B, AB sine 90. Value of the sine 90 is a 1, right? So the vector product of the two perpendicular vector A cross B, is the product of the magnitude of the both the vector, and it will in the direction perpendicular to the both the vector, right? So if the two vector, one vector is in the x direction and one vector is in the y direction, the angle between the x direction and y direction is the 90 degree, right? So in this case the vector product of the two vector, right, is the product of magnitude of both the vector, and it is in the direction perpendicular to the both the vector, that is in the direction of the z. So understand dear student, if the two vectors, the vector product of the two parallel or anti-parallel vector is always 0, and the vector product of the two perpendicular vector is the product of the magnitude of both the vector, and it is in the direction perpendicular to the both the vector, right? Now next property is an important property, right? So from that, if the vector product of the two perpendicular vector is a magnitude of the product of the magnitude of both the vector, and it is in the direction perpendicular to the both the vector. So from that we can find the vector product of the unit vectors of the Cartesian coordinate system. Dear student, we know that there are three unit vectors of the Cartesian coordinate system. The unit vector in the direction of the x, the unit vector in the direction of the x we taken as a I, the unit vector in the direction of the y we take as a j, and unit vector in the direction of the z we take a vector k, right? So the vector product of the unit vectors this I, j and k, right? So vector product of the vector I cross I and I both are in the same direction. Similarly j cross j and j both are in the same direction, and k cross k and k both are in the same direction. So vector product of the I cross I is equal to 0, right? J cross j is equal to 0. K cross k is equal to 0. So vector product of the Cartesian coordinates, unit vectors of the Cartesian coordinate system in the same direction is a 0, right? So I cross I we take 0, j cross j we take 0, and k cross k we take 0. Now another I cross j, right? Vector product of the I cross j, right? The magnitude of I is a 1, magnitude of the j is also 1, and angle between these two vectors is a 90. So the magnitude vector product of I cross j is equal to 1, and it is in the direction perpendicular to the both x and y, that is in the direction of the z, right? So we can write the I cross j is equal to k. Similarly j cross k is equal to I, and k cross I is equal to j, right? So we cannot write I cross j is equal to k, we cannot write the j cross I is equal to k. So if you take a j cross I, it is in the direction opposite to the z, that is the minus k, right? It is in the direction opposite to the k, that is a minus k. Similarly k cross j we take a minus I, and I cross k is equal to minus j, right? So from that also we can say that the vector product of the two vectors are not a commutative, right? So understand, dear student, vector product of the unit vectors of the Cartesian coordinate system, right? I cross I, j cross j, k cross k, all are equal to 0, right? I cross j is equal to k, j cross k is equal to I, k cross I is equal to j, right? Similarly, if you take the opposite, j cross I is equal to minus k cross j is equal to minus I, and I cross k is equal to minus j, right? Understand? Now, how we can find the vector product of the two vectors given in the form of the coordinates? So suppose we consider the two vectors. Vector A is given to you AXI plus AYJ plus AZK. In the three-dimensional, three component of the vector is given to you. The component in the direction of the X, AX, component in the direction of the Y, AY, and component in the direction of the Z is AZ. So if any one component is not given, take a 0. If the X component is not given, take a 0I. A y component is not given, take a 0j, and z component is not given, take a 0k, right? So three components of the vector A in the direction of the x, y and z, ax, ay and az is given to you. B vector B is given to you bxi plus byj and bzk. So three component of the vector B is given to you, and suppose we want to find the vector product of these two vectors. If we want to find the A cross B, here dear student, we know that A cross B and B cross A are not same. So what we want to find, A cross B or B cross A? First decide that. So suppose we want to find the vector product of these two vectors, vector A and vector B can be determined with the help of the determinant, right? So how we can solve this determinant? How we can write this determinant? Like this. Suppose we want to find a cross B, and A cross B is equal to determinant of three rows, right? In the first row, write a I, J, K compulsory, right? So compulsory in the first row, write a I, J and K, right? If you want to find the A cross B, first write a component of the vector A, AX, AY and AZ, and then write a component of B, BX, BY and BZ. So now instead of this, if we want to find a B cross A, write a first component of B and then component of A, right? Only this difference is that, right? If you want to find a cross B, then write the first component of A and then write a component of B. If you want to find the B cross A, then write a first component of B and then component of A. IJK, first row IJK common. Now, how we can find this determinant? So first we take a unit vector in the direction of the I, right? So A cross B is equal to I. So eliminate the row and column containing I. So eliminate this first row containing a I and first column containing a J. You get a four components, right? So from left to right, multiply the component AY into BZ all and by into az, right? Like a cross multiplication of a standard 10, right? Cross multiplication of the standard 10, you know that, right? So here if you want to find the x component of the A cross B, eliminate the containing a vector I and A. So write the I and eliminate the row L column containing a I. Now from left to right, remember from left to right, multiply the component AY BZ, AY BZ and BY AZ, and always put a minus between these two components. So we get the x component of the A cross B, right? Understand? So first of all, write the I, eliminate the row and column containing the I, then multiply a component from left to right, AY BZ minus BY AZ, right? Now second component, y component, put a minus j always, right? Put a minus j always and eliminate the row and column containing a j. Again you get a four components, right? So again you get a four component from left to right. Multiply the component ax into bz, right? Minus bx into az. Understand? So I ay bz minus by az. Always put a minus j ax bz minus bx az. And third component k. So write the plus k here and eliminate the row and column containing the k. Again you get a four component. From left to right, multiply the component ax by minus bx ay. So this way you can find the vector product of the vector a cross b. Understand? So let us revise once again. How we can find the A cross B? A cross B vector product of the vector A and B is denoted by A cross B. A cross B is found with the help of the determinant. How we can write the determinant? A cross B is equal to determinant. First row I, J, K compulsory. A cross B, if you want to find the A cross B, then write the component of the A, AX, AY and AZ. Then write the component BX, BY and bz. Now A cross B is equal to first is a I. So eliminate a I row and column containing a I. You get the four component. Multiply a component from left to right. Right AY into bz. Right minus by into az. Right. So we get the first component. Second, always put a minus j. Right. Then remove the row and column containing a j, multiply a component from left to right, ax bz minus bx az plus k. So eliminate the row and column containing a k, multiply a component from left to right, ax by minus bx ay. So this way you can find the vector product of these two vectors, and vector product of vector a and b is in the form of the vector. It has a three component. The I, that means the x component of the vector a cross b, j, that means the y component of the vector a cross b, and k, that means the z component of the vector a cross b. Right? Understand, dear student, how we can find the vector product of two vector? So similarly, dear student, you can find the b cross a. Remember that things a cross b and b cross are not same, right? But the magnitude of a cross b and magnitude of b cross a are same, but it is in the opposite direction. So how we can find the b cross a? Similar to the a cross b, except that first we write the component of b and then we write the component of a. So make a determinant b cross a is equal to I, J, K compulsory. Then write the component of the b, bx, by, bz, and then write the component of a, ax, ay and az. Now first I, right, and eliminate the row and column containing a I. So we write the from left to right by into az minus ay into bz. Always minus j. Then eliminate the row and column containing a j, bx az minus ax bz plus k. Right, eliminate the row and column containing a k. Right, then multiply a component bx ay minus ax by. Understand, dear student, how we can find the a cross b and b cross b? Remember that the a cross b and b cross a having the same magnitude but opposite in the direction. So now, dear student, we will take the one example to find the scalar product of the two vector and the vector product of the two vector. Textbook example number 7.4. Let us see the statement of the example number 7.4 in the textbook. Find the scalar and vector product of the two vector. Vector A is equal to 3i minus 4j plus 5k and vector B is equal to minus 2i plus j minus 3k. So here the two vector is given to you and find the scalar product and the vector product of these two vectors. So let us take the solution. How we can find the scalar product? You know that vector A and vector B is given to you. Vector A is equal to 3i minus 4j plus 5k, and vector B is given to you 2i plus j minus 3k. Now scalar product of the two vectors, that means the vector A dot vector B is equal to vector A 3i minus 4j plus 5k dot vector B minus 2i plus j minus 3k. So how we can find the scalar product of these two vectors? For the scalar product, see the first video of the chapter number 6, right? You will get the more idea about the scalar product. But to find the scalar product, write the both the vector and in between dot, right? So how we find? Multiply the component x component of both the vector. So here 3 into minus 2, I dot I is equal to 1. So 3 into minus 2, that is a minus 6, minus 4 into 1, that is the minus 4, and 5 plus 5 into minus 3, that is the minus 15, right? So multiply a component, x component of both the vector, y component of the both the vector, and z component of both the vector. You get the scalar product. So 3 into minus 2, minus 6, minus 4 into 1, minus 4, and 5 into minus 3, minus 15. You get a dot product of vector A and vector B, which has a magnitude only. It is equal to minus 25. Right? Now, how we can find the vector product of both the vector? So to calculate the vector product A cross B, right, we need to write the determinant. How we write the determinant? First row I, j, k. If you want to find A cross B, then write the component of the A. Vector A is given to you 3i minus 4j plus 5k. So write the component x component 3, y component minus 4, and z component minus 5. Component of the vector B, write the component of vector B, 2, minus 2, 1, and minus 3. Now how we find the x component of A cross B? Right? Eliminate this line. If you want to find the x component I, eliminate the row and column containing I. Then cross multiply the component. So here the minus 4 and minus 3, we get a 12 minus minus 5, right? So you get the answer, right? So how you get the minus 4 minus 3, that is the 12, minus of 1 into minus 5, that is the minus. So you get the answer, right? Similarly, put a minus j, multiply a component 3 into minus 3, and minus minus 2 into minus 5, you get the second y component, and multiply the component to calculate the z component. 3 into 1 minus minus 2 into minus 4. So you get your answer of So you get an answer of this vector product 7i minus j minus 5k. And if you find a b cross a, similarly you get the minus 7i plus j plus 5k, right? So dear student, understand how we can get the a cross b and b cross a. So that is the only one difference in the a cross b and in the b cross a. That is, there is only one difference. The both vectors are in the opposite direction. So here the 7i is plus, here the 7i is minus. Here the j is minus, here the j is plus. Here the k is minus 5, here the component of the k is a plus 5, right? So dear student, understand how we can find the scalar product and the vector product of the two vector.